about the 20. And Roebuck starts with 2 running backs, and there is the give to M.J. Stewart. That is Arturo Brown, pardon me, the smaller of the 2 guys. He carries it up to about the 34-yard liners. Roebuck, again the give. This time it's Stewart, left side. He's got a nice hold. Cuts to the outside. Crosses midfield. 45, 40. Still on his feet. 35. Steps out of bounds. Let's see where the officials mark the ball. Nice run by M.J. Stewart. So the first 2 plays, good runs by both running backs for Yorktown. All right, first down for the Patriots. Right at about the Herndon 38-yard line. Roebuck now out of the gun. Bit of a low snap, looks to the left side, completes it to the far side. There's like Nick Yor, the 6'4", 200-pound senior wide receiver. Just short of the first down. Stopped by McKenzie for Herndon. Officially 7 yards on that one. 2nd and 3 now for Yorktown. Roebuck, he slips. And Arturo Brown was able to get it nonetheless and get the forward progress. Good run by Arturo Brown. Casey Holland on the stop there for Herndon. Obviously, the big boys up front for Yorktown, they deserve a lot of credit for the success of Stewart and Brown. The Jonas brothers, of course. Morrow, Brennan, Big Jr., Teddy Schrader, and Jason White. These guys go anywhere from 220 to 270 pounds across the line. They get a lot of the credit in protecting Roebuck and also in opening up those big holes for Arturo Brown and M.J. Stewart. All right, 3rd down and 1. Ball on the 29-yard line. 10:20 to go here. First quarter action. Patriots on the move right away. Roebuck rolls out to his right, throws it up, and that one's incomplete. And that was intended for Arturo Brown. After tonight's contest, the Patriots, they get into big-time National District play with a game at Hayfield and then 2 at home against Stewart and the mighty Edison Eagles. So they really start National District play. They did have an early contest against National District rival and county rival Wakefield, which I mentioned at the outset, where Wakefield was blown out 59-6. Got to feel sorry for the Wakefield Warriors right now after their first 2 games of the season, losing as big to TC as they did, 73-0. There's the handoff, the give. That was M.J. Stewart. This will be short now, 4th and short. See what the Patriots do. Bruce Hanson, longtime coach of the Yorktown Patriots. The Hornets, of course, they call it a first down. All right. The Hornets, of course, come from the Concord District, and they, too, like Wakefield, they've had a rough start to the season. All right, 1st and 10, ball on the 28. Roebuck now calling out the signals. Under center. There is a handoff again. That one is Brown. Breaks a couple tackles, still on his feet. The small Arturo Brown manages to find his way close to another Yorktown first down. Once again, good blocking up front as they pushed the Hornets' defensive line. Herndon lost its first game to a very good and tough Langley-Saxon team. The Hornets were stung 42-14. Then they were bitten by South Lakes, losing 21-7 after their first 2 games of the season. Nonetheless, this Hornets team has a couple of playmakers who can hurt you. Denzel Weaver, of course, is one of their big playmakers. First 2 games averaged 132 yards on the field. All right, Riley Wilson in at quarterback. The 6'3", 165-pound sophomore. Yeah, as mentioned earlier, Denzel Weaver through the first 2 games, he's averaging 130 yards on the ground. Ryan Griffin, he's Ryan McLaughlin's go-to guy in the passing game, so you'll see a lot of them tonight. And it doesn't get any easier for Herndon after this game. They play Centerville and Broad Run in the next couple of weeks. Herndon has a very tough schedule. All right, Riley Wilson goes up top as a receiver. That one's just incomplete. Nick Yor, the big Nick Yor. He almost got it over there in that corner. 8:57 to go here, first quarter action. All right, this will be 2nd down and 10 now, ball on the 16. Sorry if I was calling the quarterback Will Roebuck, but it is Riley Wilson, quarterback and safety, 6'3", 165-pound sophomore. It's hard to see under these Friday night lights sometimes. All right, Wilson now with the handoff. Again, a push up the middle. Good work by the offensive line. .840 and counting here in the first quarter. All right, 3rd down now and 2. Ball at the 7. 1 receiver to the right. There's the keep, I believe that is, and it is a touchdown, Yorktown. So with 8:16 to go here in the first, the Patriots score first. MJ Stewart on that run. 7-yard touchdown run for Mr. Stewart. He goes in for the score. And just like that, the Patriots are up. First possession. Easy score. Greco now. He'll attempt the point after. Mishap there on the field for that extra point attempt as it was blocked, and the holder actually fell down. So Yorktown misses out on the extra point at 6-0. And the Herndon Hornets will now take to the field offensively. See what they can do. Arlington Independent Media, Comcast 69, Verizon Fios 38. I'm Afshin Banab. Yorktown, Herndon from Greenbrier Stadium. Beautiful night. Football under the Friday night lights. You just look across the sky. You can just tell it's a great night. Not quite football weather. It's a little warmer than that. But it's nonetheless good football weather. Just not real cold. Not real hot. Just right. All right, there is the kickoff. Denzel Weaver. He takes to the far side. Look at him go. Comes back to the near side. He's got a big hole. Brought down from behind, just near midfield. Good tackle from behind, and that is number 37 for Yorktown, Austin Casmer, the 5'11", 135-pound sophomore. Looked like Weaver was going to go ahead and cut to the near side and take it all the way down the sidelines, but he got stopped just at midfield. Good return by Weaver. Herndon now comes out with their offense. All right, Weaver. He gets the ball. He has a couple blockers in front of him. Cuts to the near side, still on his feet. Gets close to around the 45-yard line, depending on where he was taken out of bounds. Looks like it was right at the 45. The Yorktown 45, by the way. See where they officially mark the ball. There is a flag on the play. See what the call is. Yeah, personal foul against Yorktown. And you know Coach Hanson's not going to like this one. Against Bowie, though they won by 2 touchdowns, they had something like 100 yards in penalties. And he was highly upset, visibly upset with his boys after that game. He didn't care about the win. He cared about those mistakes. He loves mistake-free football, does Coach Hanson. I'm sure that the young guys are going to hear it from him after this one. That's a huge penalty right there. That looks like the 10-yard variety. So ball now at the 30-yard line, just like that. Weaver again spins. He's taken down. He gets about 4 on that one. And there's another flag, and that was a late flag. You know our man Chuck in the truck, he's saying, find the man in the white cap. The officials for tonight's game, the referee is Doug Hewitt. The umpire, Tim Lander. Craig Hain, he's the linesman, the line judge, Mike Bragg. Jeff Cook, the back judge. And the electric clock operator, Ethan Wartzman. So they're calling tonight's game for you here on Comcast 69. And this one's going to be moved back now. So tit for tat on the last 2 plays. 15-yard variety, second down, personal foul again. This time it went against Herndon. So back-to-back personal foul calls. We'll call this one second down, 22, ball on the Yorktown 42. So they got to get it all the way down to the Yorktown 20. Let's see what the call is now. Timeout, Herndon. They want to talk things over. Patriots up 6-0 early on. All right, 7:28 to go here in the first quarter. Ryan McLaughlin now under center for Herndon. 2 receivers out wide. There's Weaver. He's going to go ahead and throw it. He's got a receiver wide open downfield. It's caught. Brought down right around the 4-yard line. Nice play by Weaver. Good throw. McLaughlin with the pitch to Weaver. Weaver throws it downfield. Here you see on the replay, that is number 89 who caught the ball for Herndon. Looking at the roster, we have an 87 and an 88, but we don't have an 89 for Herndon. But good catch, number 89. Herndon's roster is incomplete. All right, so it's first and goal now for Herndon. McLaughlin now. He fakes it. He's going to try to keep it. He will. Breaks a couple tackles in the backfield. Gets back to the line of scrimmage and maybe another yard or 2. Colin Johnson makes that stop for Yorktown. Prevents McLaughlin from getting in the end zone. So they're going to call that one a 2-yard gain. Second and goal now for Herndon. All right, McLaughlin now under center. He loses the snap, and he falls on it, so this will be 3rd and goal. All right, third and goal now for the Herndon Hornets. We'll call it the 1-yard line now. Big play for Herndon. Malcolm McKenzie, by the way, the receiver on the far side. He's going to keep this one himself. Looks like he's going to get in with ease. Touchdown, Herndon. And with the extra point, they could take the lead on Yorktown. McLaughlin with a 1-yard quarterback sneak. You see on the replay, easily he got through and makes his way in the end zone. So Yorktown and Herndon tied pending the extra point. Snap good. Kick good. So the Hornets up 1 after number 13 for Herndon with the extra point. Again, incomplete roster for Herndon, so I'm not sure who number 13 is, but good job. Kinks we always have to try to fix early on in the season. 5:35 to go. 7-6 Yorktown, down by 1 right now here from Greenbrier Stadium. I'm Afshin Manab, riding solo in the air chair. We got a couple people here we're going to introduce to you at the end of the first, or just before the end of the first half. One of them is a former Yorktown Patriots quarterback. Is that right? Quarterback, just a couple years ago. Well, we'll talk about that later on. Should be interesting. All right, 5:35 to go now. Yorktown will try to rebound and answer Herndon's score. Is that Brown way back on the far side? Looks like it is Brown. He's going to take it. Finds a big hole up the middle. And there he goes. Cuts it to the far outside. Gets taken down from behind. Right at about midfield again. Yorktown starting off this possession with great field position. Coach Hanson will take that any day. Excellent return, about a 43-yard return from that one by Arturo Brown. Limping off the field, though. Looks like a slight limp, probably just tweaked his ankle or something. He'll be okay, I'm sure. All right, so now it just even past midfield. They're going to give that one to Yorktown at the Herndon 44-yard line. There's a man in motion. There is the pitch. And you know who cuts back. MJ Stewart. Christopher Fonzak. 9 yards on that MJ Stewart carry. 2nd down 1 now. Ball right about the 35-yard line. All right, Wilson now he's going to have to keep this one. He gets sacked behind the line of scrimmage. And that one is a good read for Yorktown, or rather for Herndon. Himad Wanda with the sack. Wanda, senior defensive lineman for Herndon. 4:20 and counting now. 3rd down and 5 for Yorktown. All right, there is the give again. There's a nice hole up the middle. Here's the replay again. That's Tyler Donnelly, the 6'1", 185-pound senior fullback. Gets the first down and a little bit more for Yorktown. 3:50 now. Here remaining in the first. There's a nice little run to the outside. MJ Stewart looks like he got the first down. Or he'll definitely be close to it. There you see replay, MJ Stewart to the left side. And that is good enough for a first down for Yorktown. All right, Riley Wilson now. Looking to the right side, he completes it to a receiver. Is that Yor? It looks like it is. Still on his feet. It's up to about the 5-yard line. Nice run after the catch by Yor. Even with a defender on him, he was still picked up some extra yards. They gain 8 on that play. Good move by Nick Yor, also on the basketball team this past season. All right, Wilson now out of the gun. This time he does the same thing except the opposite side. Scat back, look at him go. Finding as much as he can. Let's see where they mark it. Gregory with that nice catch and run. He came back across the field though. Might have been better if he tried to just go straight up the gut and get some yards there, but he decided to come back across the field. Coming up on 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Wilson now under gun with a handoff. Pardon me, under center. A handoff to Arturo Brown, and he gets his 5th touchdown of this early season. Arturo Brown. Touchdown Patriots. They're up 12-7. Need to make this extra point work, or will they go for 2? We shall see. Looks like they're going to go ahead and kick it. As you see the replay. All right, now Greco set for the extra point. Snap a bit high, hold is good, kick is long enough, and it is no good, wide left. So one thing you hope doesn't happen if you're a fan of the Yorktown Patriots, you hope that these 2 botched extra points don't come back to haunt you. It is early on, however, 1:58 to go here in the first. Yorktown scored first. Herndon answered them. Yorktown returns the favor, and we'll see what Herndon does here in their second possession of the night. 1:58 to go here in the first quarter. And that dangerous back, Denzel Weaver, set to return this kick. Greco may want to try to just kick it away from him, because he is dangerous back there. And he did just that. He kicked it away from him. There is a run back from the far side. One tackle broken, another one broken. On his feet, got the kicker to beat. He does, and he's going to score a touchdown. Herndon Hornets. Talk about returning the favor. They did just like that. They did it just like that. Herndon with the score. I do not see any flags on the play. Somewhere in the vicinity of a 90-yard kickoff return. But the officials are talking about it now. There is a flag on the play. I just don't see one. And that'll go against Herndon. Wow. So if you're Brian Day, head coach of the Herndon Hornets, I'm sure you don't like that one. That's a long way back. With 1:44 to go in the first. That is an awful long way back. That's almost from where he actually received the kick. Looks like it was a block in the back. I never got a call, or I didn't see a hand signal. But I believe it was a block in the back. Or our camera operator, Craig Syfax, he says that's like, that amounts to about a 75-yard penalty. He's absolutely right. I'm sure Yorktown will take it. All right, 1:44 to go. Patriots up 12-7. McLaughlin now with the handoff. On that play, 2nd down and 9. By the way, Quinn Cox, 6'2", 227-pound sophomore. He got the stop on that 1-yard gain. McLaughlin with the handoff. Nothing doing there. Patriots all over that one. Tyler Donnelly once again with a nice stop. He had a good run earlier as we're inside of 1 minute here in the first quarter. 45 seconds now. So Donnelly doing it offensively and defensively. Should be the last play. Should be the last play of the first quarter. We have a very special interview coming up after this one play, I think. All right, McLaughlin now stays in the pocket, across the middle. This one's tipped and intercepted. It looks like it's Arturo Brown. He's going to try to get it back into the end zone the other way. It's a pick 6 for Yorktown. 7 seconds left. Touchdown, Patriots. Arturo Brown. As you see the replay here, good pick by Arturo Brown. Great concentration too, by the way. 7 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Now Yorktown with the unusual score of 18 to Herndon's 7. Here's the extra point now. Let's see if this one will go. The first 2 extra points were botched. One was missed, the second one. Here is the third one now. Snap again, high. Kick. This one's long enough, and this one is good. With 7 seconds left. All right, Herndon, Yorktown 19, Herndon 7. We have a very special guest with us right now here. And you are one of the former quarterbacks for the Yorktown Patriots. Introduce yourself. Okay. And you're back to see the Patriots?
10-0 in their league play, and they won the first 2 games for the tournament before losing to South County.
All right, they lost to South County big time, unfortunately. Big time. We were all sad about that. We were all sad about that they did. But any resemblance to the play that you had in high school to what you see on the field today?
Coach Hansen has done miracles with these teams over the last couple of years. When we played football here at Yorktown, it was a much slower game, more deliberate game. These guys have got so much speed, so much quickness. No, my hat goes off to Coach Hansen and the squad that he's put together.
How long have you followed the Patriots ever since you left?
Well, I'm a Johnny-come-lately. My dad sitting in front of me has been a fan of theirs ever since I graduated in '65, so he's been with them the entire time. He can tell you all the highs and lows.
Wow.
Here's the kickoff.
Yeah, here is the kickoff as we go with 7 seconds left here in the first quarter. And not much in the way there. Now, Mr. Dykeman, give us some of your most memorable high school moments on the football field.
Well,
first of all, this is not the same football field.
This
Let's
is
get
not
that
the same.
out of the way.
Let's make sure that we played with grass and a lot of mud. And there were games like Madison my senior year where it was pouring down rain, and we played in about 2 inches of water on the field.
Oh.
So it was hard to see. Mud was in your eyes, and it was miserable. And I think we managed to lose that game. In fact, my senior year, our record was 3 wins, 5 losses, and 2 ties. So it was not a memorable season for Yorktown, but they were fond memories. The play, WNL, Wakefield, all those teams were big rivals then, still are now.
Still are today. Those two rivals, did you want to play one more than the other back then?
We always wanted to beat WNL. Wakefield was too far away.
So they weren't
Same
really
county,
that.
but they were too far
Right.
away. But it was always WNL, and that was a team. That was like the Army-Navy game for us. We wanted to beat them, and every time we played them, we would get shellacked 42-7 or 51-0. So no matter how hard we tried, we always ended up losing.
So you lost to Wakefield or to WNL every time?
Every time.
You remember that off
They had a coach over there, and Coach Youngblood, and he kept producing high school kids that went on to go to the pros after college.
They did, right.
There's a kickoff.
All right, here's the kickoff again. This one will be picked up over the near side by Weaver. He'll cut it back, and he gets taken down, and that might do it. No, 1.6 seconds left. Pardon me, 1.6 seconds left, so we'll get one more playoff here for Herndon, see what they do. But does it bring back memories for you now, just coming back to watch some of these guys?
It sure does. It's fun to see these guys work hard and put forth the effort, and then watch the smile on their face at the end of the season when they've amassed all kinds of wins and successes, and that's what it's all about.
Now, going back to Coach Hansen, you referred to him earlier. He's been here 25 years or so now, and I've always said I think he's like a staple of the community for Arlington County. How much do you know him, and how often do you get to
I could give the microphone to my dad, and he could talk for hours about Coach Hansen and his relationship with Coach Hansen. I can simply say that when I'm a practicing dentist in Arlington, and one of my patients came in the other day and said, "Was Coach Hansen your coach when you were at Yorktown?" And I said, "He might have been in elementary school when I was at Yorktown."
Right. Well, Coach Hansen, 25 years, it doesn't, put him out of the league at all or out of high school football at all, but I think he's done a wonderful job at Yorktown.
A great job.
And you said that you don't follow him as much as you'd like. How far back do you go? How long have you followed him now over the recent years?
Just the last couple of years. Like I said, my dad in front of me here can tell you story after story
everything.
about what Coach Hansen has done to this program. The influence that he's had on individual kids, both my dad and Coach Hansen, because they look to these kids and they realize they want to go someplace after high school, and it's with that kind of forethought that Coach Hansen says, "Okay, guys, work hard, keep working. This is where you're going to go. It's hard work and effort's going to see you through for the rest of your life, not just in football, but after you finish football."
So you remember Jordan Smith last year?
I do, very much.
Your impressions of him?
He's a great player. No.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Do you have one significant play in your memory?
I've talked about this play to some of my patients, and it's really sort of strange. And then it came to haunt me last week when the Redskins went down to New Orleans Saints, and we saw Robert Griffin and the type of offense they ran. Basically, what you saw with Robert Griffin was the idea that the quarterback was going to keep the ball in the running back's belly, and then at the last second pull it out. We ran that same type of offense at Yorktown. Last game of the season against McLean, we were losing 7-0 at halftime. We ended up winning the game 14-7. The write-up in the newspaper the next day, there was a paragraph that read as follows: "However, full credit for that victory has to go to senior quarterback Ted Dykeman, whose expert ball handling skills allowed Jay Lackland to scamper into the end zone untouched." Okay, I did nothing but give him the ball, but I got some of the credit, and my guys on the team were after me the next day wanting to know what happened. But basically, that's one of my fondest memories.
Well, Lackland owes a lot to you just for getting his name in the paper. You helped him get his name in the paper.
He certainly does.
By the way, you put that ball in his breadbasket, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
My pleasure.
I appreciate it very much.
Talking to you.
Appreciate it. Thank you. To Dykeman, former quarterback for the Yorktown Patriots, up here in our booth visiting with us here. Has his father here as well, and they're catching a nice game of football under the Friday Night Lights. Yorktown up 19-7. All right, the Patriots, they changed quarterbacks again. And now it's Joseph McBride. So Coach Hansen doing all kinds of things under center. All right, MJ Stewart now. He gets that big gain. Replay again as you see it, and there's Stewart. MJ Stewart is a special player, I'll tell you. 8 yards on that pass play, 2nd down and 2. McBride now out of the gun. Probably the taller of the 3 quarterbacks for Yorktown. McBride across the middle, that one's complete. No, incomplete. That pass intended for number 82, Darian Nelson. McBride, the 6'2", 190-pound sophomore. So Coach Hansen has a couple sophomores at quarterback, and he's playing Joseph McBride right now. (19-7), 11:20 to go here in the first half. All right, now we'll resume play. All right, McBride again out of the gun. He pumps once, he goes up top. This one's caught, and it looks like it is a touchdown for Yorktown. 26-yard pass play. What can you say? Yards on the touchdown pass from Joseph McBride. So this is when the extra points don't matter, is if you can keep scoring. And now that makes it 25-7, 11:21 to go. Early days right here at Greenbrier Stadium, however. All right, pending this extra point now by Greco. This one's blocked again. So we have had issues with special teams regarding the PAT. That makes it 25-7. 18-point Yorktown lead. Patriots come into this game after a big undefeated season along National District play last year, losing to South County in the playoffs. They went 12-1. That was their final record. Left a bitter taste in their mouths against South County, but you know what? It was a successful season, and here they are at it again, and they are one of the favorites in the National District. And they really get into the heart of things after this week against Herndon, where they go up against Edison. That'll be one of the next couple of games that they play, those tough Edison Eagles. And of course, they'll have Hayfield down the road, and Falls Church as well. And Mr. Dykeman, you can attest to W&L. You know that big county game. That's at the very end of the season. Of course, we will bring you that game, as we always do. It's one of the great games to broadcast here on Arlington Independent Media. There is the kickoff. Let's see, is this Weaver again? No, this is not Weaver. That was number 28 for Herndon. And again, don't know who it is. I just know it's number 28, and so do you. All right, 1st and 10 for the Hornets from their own 28-yard line. And here comes Brian Day's offensive unit. All right, there's Weaver. Again, look at him cut. Cut back. Look at him go. Up near midfield. Driven out by M.J. Stewart. How about that? Stewart driving out Weaver. All right, there you see the replay. Can we just call him Dreamweaver? How about that? All right, now 1st and 10 ball on the 49, their own 49 for Herndon. 11:06 to go. Malcolm McKenzie, the receiver on the far side. Let's see what McLaughlin does. He gives it to Weaver again. Weaver gets right up near midfield, gets pushed back, but they'll give him forward progress. Donnelly again on the stop. Donnelly's been all over the field tonight. Our man, Chris Williams, the PA announcer for Yorktown, I've heard him mention Donnelly quite a few times already. So they'll give him a 2-yard gain there for Weaver. Crosses midfield to the Yorktown 49. It'll be 2nd down and 8. 10.5 to go. McLaughlin out to the left side. And that one is just out of the outstretched arms, just beyond the outstretched arms of Malcolm McKenzie. So this will bring up 3rd and 8 on the 49. Big play now for Herndon. All right, number 17 in motion for Ryan McLaughlin. A dump right over the middle. That one's incomplete to number 17. Again, sorry we don't have a full Herndon roster. It came to Yorktown incomplete, so we'll do the best we can. So Herndon will have to now punt the ball on 4th and 8 from the Yorktown 49. This one, you might get a good return here. Let's see. There's room on the near side, and he's off to the races. This one's going to be a touchdown for the Yorktown Patriots. Again, another Yorktown Patriot touchdown. And those extra points don't mean a thing if you can run up that score. If you can score points, forget about the extra points. They won't hurt you. So with 9:54 to go here in the first half. M.J. Stewart with a nice run back. I think he actually went untouched. Was that 81-yard return, I believe? So 31-7. This extra point definitely high enough and good. The snap was good, the hold was good, and the kick was really good by Greco. So 32-7 now. Patriots up on top. Patriots set to kick off. 9:54 to go here in the first half. This one will go into the end zone. So no chance for Weaver to bring that one out, and Yorktown is just happy with that one as Herndon will now take over at the 20-yard line and see if they can get themselves back into this contest. All right, Ryan McLaughlin now. Once again under center, Denzel Weaver. The lone setback. And there is the pitch to Weaver. Obviously, he has done everything tonight. Had a long kick. Took that one back for a touchdown. It was called back. He threw a touchdown, which is the 7 points that they have on the board. Weaver now, a receiver on the far side. No, there he is actually. Short gain there. 8:55 and counting here in the first half. This one's 3rd and 5 now for the Hornets. Out of the I formation now. There's the fake. McLaughlin looking across. This one's overthrown. 4th and 5, and Herndon will punt. Much as Yorktown should keep the ball away from Denzel Weaver, Herndon would be wise to keep the ball away from M.J. Stewart, if possible. Stewart, the single safety, standing at about his own 44-yard line. Backs it up to about the 43. He's got running room. Let's see what he does with it. Across the middle, up the middle. Again, running room. Breaks a couple tackles. Still on his feet. Crosses the 20, close to the 15-yard line. Good run by M.J. Stewart. Flag on the play, however. Flag on the play way back near where Stewart picked up the ball. No, I guess not. There was a flag, but he changed his mind. All right, Riley Wilson at quarterback for the Patriots. There's the handoff, and that is Arturo Brown, and he's going to finish what M.J. Stewart started. Touchdown, Yorktown. What can Brown do for you? Brown coming out of Peachey County over here to Yorktown High School. So it's 7:58 to go here in the first half. Yorktown with a commanding 38-7 lead. And there again continues the circus act of the extra point. Going to try to get 2 on it, and this one's just overthrown. All right, 38-7. 7:58 to go. I was at the UVA Penn State game last week where their sophomore field goal kicker, he actually missed 4 field goals. He was 1 of 5. Had a chance to beat UVA in the last second, literally the last second of the game, and the weather was awful the whole game, on and off rain. But it just started pouring at that kickoff, at that field goal, and of course he missed it. And Virginia went on to win, but at the end, right when that field goal, after it went wide, I think it went wide left, the sun came out. So, you know, not to say this is anything like that. These are extra points. But I felt really, really bad for that field goal kicker for Penn State, because the one that they had, I think, transferred to Texas. And then the sophomore kicker had to come in and try to win this game for him against UVA. This one goes out of bounds, I think, just before the pylon, right around the 1-yard line. So fortunate for Herndon there. They can use all the luck they can get right now. I'm on. Hello, Afshin Banab here, solo in the air chair. Arlington Independent Media, Comcast 69, Verizon Fios 38. Our first game of the season will be at WNL a couple weeks from now to see the Washington Lee Generals. But we are at Greenbrier now, and Yorktown with a commanding 38-7 lead. Welcome to our broadcast booth here at Yorktown, and the Patriots are dominating. MJ Stewart doing a good job running back kicks, carrying the ball. Arturo Brown following up what he has done the first 2 games of the season. Quite a lethal combination of MJ Stewart and Arturo Brown. Stewart still a junior, and he will be back next year. He has had all kinds of looks from colleges around the country, especially along the East Coast, especially locally. And I mean Randy Edsel from Maryland, Mike London from Virginia. He's had Delaware's interested. I think Richmond's interested. So MJ Stewart's getting quite a few looks from the local colleges. He was at the 7-on-7 Classic, I think, up in Maryland not too long ago. And Randy Edsel just walked up to him and introduced himself. 2nd and 9 now for the Hornets. Actually, Maryland's starting off pretty good this year. UVA, too. UVA's had that Penn State game was so close. But Maryland, UVA, not too shabby in ACC play thus far. Or in college football play, I should say. As they begin ACC play, there is a takedown. McLaughlin taken down hard, back at about the 25-yard line. And that is Colin Johnston, the 5'11", 193-pound senior. Make that an 11-yard loss, 6:55 and counting here in the second quarter. Timeout Herndon now. You gotta love Christopher Williams, man. You gotta love Chris Williams. Arlington Independent Media, as he calls us out. So 6:55 to go here. All right, Herndon will try to come out and put some more points on the board now. McLaughlin now with the pitch out. Dangerous pitch to Weaver. Holds on to it and taken down right at about the 20-yard line. Make that a 6-yard loss. So it's now 3rd and 24. Ball on the 21. Or is it fourth down now? They're punting. MJ Stewart at single safety. Let's see, he's going to let this one go. As he should. It's going to be great Yorktown field position anyway. No reason there to make any kind of costly errors. Patriots come out, they'll do their thing, and you know they're going to run the ball as much as they can and run the clock out here in the first half. Every opportunity, they'll try and score, of course. We're going to call it the 42-yard line. All right, now Will Roebuck back in at QB for the Patriots. And he's out of the gun. And he'll hand it off. And it's Stewart. Still going. Looked like he was on a treadmill there. He picked up a good 5 or 6 yards, maybe even more than that. Let's see. We'll give him 5. We'll give him 6. Second down and 4 for Yorktown. Ball on the 48-yard line. Roebuck again out of the shotgun. Again with the handoff. Again, that line just pushing Herndon's defensive line back. Close to a first down. This game has obviously been one up front for Yorktown. That offensive line, those big guys I mentioned at the outset of the program, dominating the trenches. Whether it's the Jonas brothers or Jason White, Morrow, Brennan, dominating up front for Yorktown. There's a spin move by Arturo Brown. He gets taken down, sacked by a host, or taken down by a host of Herndon Hornets, and he's going to lose a few yards there. And of course, big Teddy Schrader, can't forget about him. And as I also mentioned before, the Yorktown Patriots offensive line, across the way, anywhere from 220 to 270 pounds. Those are big fellas up front. This will be a second down and 15 now for Yorktown. All right, there's the pitch out. Brown's going to try it again. Gets some running room, breaks a couple tackles, gets close to the Herndon 40-yard line. Of course, it'll be about 3 or 4 yards short of the first down. So this will be third down now. Stewart comes back in. As Stewart comes back in, Arturo Brown comes out. Third down. There's a pitch out again. This time it is MJ Stewart. He's going to go to the outside, cuts the corner, gets the first down, and a little bit more. Gets to right about the 30-yard line of Herndon. Flag on the play, however. Back near the line of scrimmage, and that one goes against Yorktown. It is holding. Anytime it's back near the line of scrimmage, you can almost be sure that it's holding. So this will be third and long, maybe about 11 or so, 12. They're on the Herndon 49-yard line. Stewart breaks one tackle in the backfield, cuts back a little bit and gets taken down as he crosses the 45 to about the 43, 42-yard line. So this will be fourth and about 6. They give him a 5-yard gain on that one. Roebuck comes back in. Micah Gregory comes back in. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Why not? Roebuck now with the fake. Looking, throws, complete to Brown. What can he do for you? He's about to score another touchdown. No, he's taken out of bounds. Thought he was going to go. I thought he had it. He tippy-toed the sideline but couldn't hang on, so he fell out of bounds. But nice catch and run by Arturo Brown. Good look from Roebuck as he rolled outside. So Brown got it all the way inside the 5 down to about the 4-yard line. So it's 1st and goal now. 3 running backs there as you see M.J. Stewart easily walks in for another Yorktown touchdown with 2:50 to go. (44-7) pending the extra point. Snap good, hold good, kick long enough, and that is good. So 45-7. With 2:50 to go here in the first half. Of course, you know, I think, in Virginia high school football, VHSL, whenever the score is at least 35 points, there's a running clock. So that should take place now after this kickoff. As it is now a 38-point Yorktown lead. This one's a squib up the middle. And there is that number 28 for Herndon. Picks it up at about the 12-yard line. And he gets to about the 28-yard line. All right, 1st and 10. Herndon, they'll mark it at the 27-yard line. All right, here we go. McLaughlin now out of the eye. Denzel Weaver, the deep back. McLaughlin looking to pass. He completes it. That one is to Malcolm McKenzie, the 5'9" junior. He's a wide receiver and defensive back for Herndon. .237 to go. 45-7 Yorktown on top. I imagine that the running clock must happen only in the second half whenever there's a 35-point lead. It's a second half rule, says Craig Syfax. So it's not just a 35-point rule. It's a second half rule. There you go. I thought it was second. I wasn't sure. But most likely that'll happen in the second half unless Herndon can score here. All right, 1st and 10 now from their own 39-yard line. McKenzie, the receiver on the near side. McLaughlin now out of the gun, gives it to Weaver. Greg Dalzell on that stop, a 5'11", 210-pound junior. 2:15 remaining here in first half action. McLaughlin now rolling to his left, throws it. McKenzie on the reception, out of bounds. Incomplete, they call it now. So move it back. It's 3rd and 9 now for the Hornets. Nose of the ball right at the 40-yard line.
I didn't know her
Out of shotgun again. McLaughlin, this one a bit high. Almost caught by his receiver and then almost intercepted as it went through the receiver's hands. Looked like Joseph Tarver there nearly came up with the interception. So this will be 4th down now for the Hornets as they set to punt. MJ Stewart back there. Standing at about his own 29-yard line. Single safety, punt muffed, still gets a kick away. But it should be Yorktown's ball right there where he dropped the ball. So call it a turnover on downs. Right at the 29-yard line now. There was the fake to Brown. Quarterback keep. There's a 7-yard scamper there for the quarterback. Brown now comes out. MJ Stewart trying to bring him down. MJ Stewart, for a small guy, man, he is tough. They can't bring him down too easily. 5'11", 182-pounder, MJ Stewart. Brown, he's listed at 5'8", 167. These guys are hard to get down, even when you do get a hold of them. No gain on that play now. 3rd and 3 for Yorktown. There's a handoff to, looks like it might be Donnelly. Good enough for a first down for Yorktown. 32 seconds to go. Ball at the Herndon 16. Not going much there. Inside of 20 seconds now. Let's see if they even get another playoff. I think they're just going to call this one. 10 seconds now. They'll call this one. That is your halftime score. Yorktown with a commanding lead, 45-7. The Patriots on top of the Herndon Hornets. So Coach Hanson, despite some missed extra points, his team is able to get enough points on the board that those extra points now don't even mean a thing. Probably won't mean a thing in the second half. Never say never, right? But I can almost assure you they don't mean a thing. So that is it. Yorktown 45, Herndon 7. You're watching high school football on Arlington Independent Media. Comcast 69, Verizon Fios 38. Back after this.